What's up, guys? It's acestaromari, and today we have more things to discuss about Smogon metagame shenanigans, especially in the OU tier, because that's the most debatable tier right now. The last video that we had was about AD Slash and its suspect. AD Slash did consequently become banned. That was one video and one whole suspect that was very entertaining. A lot of different sides about AD Slash. People thought it was overpowered, some people thought it wasn't overpowered, some people were very undecisive about it, but then turns out in the end that AD Slash was banned. And so what that allows is that a huge new metagame shift is now going to ensue. A lot of things that you're not going to be seeing before are going to be there. One of the things that's still there, and one of the things that is very threatening right now and has taken the spot of possibly the most OP Pokemon in the OU metagame, is Mawile. So this suspect for this round on Smogon is going to be Mawilite, or Mega Mawile in essence. This Pokemon is very, very, I would say, it's kind of like a double-edged sword. If you have someone who's not really good at OU or at Pokemon and they don't have the prediction potential, Mawile isn't really going to be that threatening of a Pokemon. I mean, yeah, it's very powerful, but you could easily just take it out. It's not big of a problem. However, if you're dealing with tournament play, or you're dealing with high-ranked players, or really good OU players, or people who are good at predicting, or people who are just lucky, Mawile is an extremely, extremely threatening Pokemon. Let me tell you, from playing so many different team styles, Mawile is just one of those things that whatever type of team you have, whether it's Hyper Offense or Stall or Baton Pass or Bolt Turn or any kind of team like that, Mawile can put a huge dent in your team, and that's just what it is. Mawile has the ability of Pure Power. As you guys know, it doubles the attack stat of that Pokemon, which means that Mawile's 105 base attack, which equates to 339, times 2 equals what? 678. Already, that's an astronomical amount of attack. That's even higher than Mega Mewtwo X, which has the highest attack stat in the game currently. So Mawile, in essence, without items, is the most powerful Pokemon in the game, after you count abilities. So it also is a Fairy type now. Fairy type is a really good defensive type, but it's also an excellent offensive type too. Mainly for the fact that the only things that resist it are Steel and Poison. Poison types aren't really that common outside of Mega Venusaur, and Steel types are quite common. But if you don't have something that can resist Play Rough, because it has no immunities, you are going to take insane amounts of damage. I don't care what you are. See, even things like Slowbro or Landorusterian or Gliscor can't take Mega Mawile's Play Rough. I think each of those things are 2-hit KO'd by him. Even after you Intimidate, I still think Landorusterian is 2-hit KO'd, or it's 3-hit KO'd, or it depends on Stealth Rocks, I don't know. Slowbro takes like, I think 60 to 65%, and Gliscor takes an insane amount too. So it doesn't even matter if you have something that has a lot of defense. Mawile simply does not give a fuck. So there's that. Another thing that Mawile has is Steel typing, which offensively is okay. I guess you could have Iron Head, but it's not really the best thing. But that gives it an insane amount of resistances and immunities. Pairing with that Fairy typing, that is an extremely good type. That is a godly type. That's almost as good as the type as AD Slash. So because you're a Steel type now, you are resistant to entry hazards, well, Toxic Spikes and Stealth Rocks. So that's really good. So you can switch into it like 1,000 times. Plus, with it having a lot of defense and special defense, even after Mega Balls, you even have to invest in it. It's still very bulky on the defensive side. So Mawile stat-wise is very good. It has priority also. It has Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch is one of those priority moves that depends on whether they attack or not. Of course, you guys already know that. But that's where it counts as really definitive if you have a player who's really good or you have a player who's not that good. Because if you have a player that's not too good, Sucker Punch is just going to be there. You know, it's going to be kind of threatening, but you know. But if you have someone who knows how to play Mawile very good, and there are a lot of people out there like that. One of the persons I'm thinking of right now is someone named Mob Barley. He's a very good OU player on Smogon. He's very good with Mawiles, and the way that he predicts sucker punches are just astronomical. So if you just give a little bit of prior damage, whether it's through Stealth Rock or through other forms of entry hazards or just general wear and tear from the other Pokemon on your team, Sucker Punch can sweep through someone's team also. Like I said, 678 attack is a lot of attack, and even though it's not stab, that's going to do a ton of damage to a lot of things. Plus, Dark is an exceptional offensive type too, because the only thing that resists it now are Fairy and Dark, but a lot of Fairy types aren't even switching into Mawile anyway. Outside of those two things, it also has a lot of coverage moves. It has Focus Punch, which means that if you can predict your Focus Punches and your Sucker Punches correctly, you're just gonna be it's just they're done. You don't even need to waste your time with whoever you're battling, because it's just like, okay, you suck. I have things to do. Let's go to Chipotle and stop playing Pokemon, because clearly Mawile doesn't want me to play. That's how influential that is. Focus Punch stops Heatran, which is one of the things that people use against Mawile. It's okay if you don't have it too, because even after a Sword Stance, if the Heatran doesn't have any defense investment, even if it has max HP, you can still one-hit KO with Sucker Punch after Stealth Rock. I think it's only a 50% chance though, but prior damage, you can just KO a Heatran with Sucker Punch. So, but anyway, you have Focus Punch, which hurts a lot of things, like Skarmory also. It has Fire Fang, which hits a lot of steel types that try to resist Mawile Stab, and you also have Ice Punch and Knock Off, which are very good coverage moves also, in case you don't want to use Sucker Punch. You can easily Knock Off and destroy stall teams. It also gets a couple of other things too, like Baton Pass and Pain Split. I think, what else does it get? Let me check here. Mawile gets, like, it gets something else that's threatening. I mean, it gets Substitute, of course, but let me check Mawile. Okay, I'll keep talking, but anyway. So, all of that pieced together, Mawile has a really good Intimidate ability before it Mega Evolves, so switching it in is not that hard. You'll be able to intimidate things. You don't even have to Mega Evolve immediately. You can just switch out and then come back in later and then Mega Evolve, depending on what the offensive threats are at the time. I don't see any other viable moves here. I guess it gets Stone Edge and Taunt, Torment, Thunder Punch. I don't know why he would ever use that. It does get Stealth Rock though. That's new. What else is he in here? Oh, Crunch. I know that Foul Play is double boosted in damage, so even though Foul Play is dependent on the other person's attack set, with Huge Power it also doubles the attack power of Foul Play, so that's a really cool thing too. Outside of that, I don't see anything else here really worth talking about. Yeah. So the moves I told, it gets Sing, I guess, but I mean, Sing. Outside of that, anyway, Mawile is a very, very good Pokemon. Because Aegislash is gone, one of the biggest checks to it is now gone, which means that a ton of Pokemon are going to be destroyed by this thing. Like I said, if you take a good player who knows how to use Mawile, that can easily work through a lot of teams. So that's what the new suspect is. Personally, I think it should be banned. This is one of those things that I feel is far less debatable than Aegislash, because of just how overpowered it is. So I'm assuming that it should be banned. What do you guys think about it? I'm pretty sure that you guys have diverse opinions, because a lot of you don't like bans. A lot of you think that bans are just too much and they make the game unfun. But metagame shifts are what happens when things get banned. So things that are used a lot are no longer used, and things that aren't used a lot are used more often. So then you get to see more diverse teams, and I think that's one of the funnest parts of playing OU and all these other metagames, because if you see the same things all the time, it's not even fun, which is why 5th Gen sucked, in my opinion. But anyway, tell me what you guys think about Mawile. Do you think it should be banned? Do you think it should not be banned? Are you undecisive about this? What do you feel makes Mawile bannable or unbannable? I know you guys have different opinions about that, so I'm really interested to see what you guys have to say about that. Anyway, this has been Ace the Third with the next suspect test, which I believe, yeah, this is Mawile. So I will see you guys later. Hope you guys can get the requirements to go ahead and ban about it or not ban about it, because what happened was a lot of people were complaining about Aegislash's ban, but a lot of them were just being very hypocritical in the fact that they didn't even attempt to get the coil and the requirements you need to keep it from getting banned. So that's unfortunate, and I hate to see that people would do that. But instead of complaining about it, I feel that you guys should probably try to do something about it first, instead of just, you know, complaining about something that, you know, you have no say in essence. So anyway, I will see you guys later. Have a wonderful day. And like I said, leave a comment and stuff. I really want to see what you guys have to say about that. So I will see you guys later. Have a wonderful day.